Welcome back to Revachol, guys. So, in the last episode, we tried to take the body down from the tree, failed miserably shooting at the rope that was holding him up. Spoke a lot to Kunoes. Spoke to the poet, kind of got another side quest about the armour. We made the jump across, we've got our cloak back. And yeah, we need to ask for help from the harbour, but yeah, there's lots of other threads that potentially unlock. I don't know if we can exit through this door. Door's locked and can't be opened from this side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Damn. What is that?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Okay.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Decent from interfacing.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy. How may I help you?
A crackle, someone picks up, they say.
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What services are you offering, sir?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy.
Do you know me?
No.
What is your place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
What did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
I don't even know my name yet.
If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
He sounds annoyed now.
He thinks you're pulling a prank on him. The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Okay, so we can't actually go anywhere.
The payphone hangs mutely on.
We can't actually go back up, can we? Can we climb back up? Huh. We're stuck here. Yeah, we can't go back up. Wasn't expecting that. Collecting rainwater. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner.
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Was it me?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
This is really sad. I must have been miserable. Looks like I had a lot of fun. Still not completely convinced it was me. I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbour. Yeah, I must have been really miserable.
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
He turns to leave. What is this?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
René Arnaud.
Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
We failed that one. So this is where René works. I'm going to look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Looks like the inhabitant is rather pedantic when it comes to order.
Let's have a look at the
It's
picture.
a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, Rene, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. Rene looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
We just nicked it.
Why did you take that picture of René?
Who's Rene again? Can't think. The lieutenant asks, glancing at the photo. It's instinctual to collect evidence. I'm making an artistic photo collage. Kim. I'm going to ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Rest?
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Take a deep breath.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
Search for a little something to help you out.
The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
I'm alright, thanks.
You stand and exit.
Okay, guess where else can we go? Yeah. Who's Rene again? Can't think who Rene is. Hold on. All around you, great machines in quiescence. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Oh, I've missed all this money. What is
A
this?
rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allumer on, éteindre off.
A large crane, a container is attached to its hook block. Aren't we gonna kill someone if we do this? Or is it this container? You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund. Okay, so it means this container then, yeah? So we should bring it down. So
A rusting Allumer
on?
With a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Sweet. Maybe the drugs are in here.
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
We can try and get in.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
If there's something special about this.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe? I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane. I don't know, Kim. It just feels special. Maybe there's contraband in here. You're right. It's probably nothing. It was hanging from the crane, dude.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We're not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Let's knock on
No
it.
reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Let's have a look.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
An interfacing check.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Okay, nothing more to do, right? Where the hell are we supposed to go now then? Over here? The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organise in the yard below. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Hello there. Easy Leo. Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
I thought all the characters were voiced.
Container,
Oh.
container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Evrart.
Tiny Man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Was it that a Scottish accent? Hello.
Evrart, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
Hello there, friend.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. You're Yubi, right? What are you doing with the containers? Where is everyone? The harbour's empty. Do you work here? Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners? What's in that container over there? I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union, so I'm guessing we'll be able to ask all of this. You're Yubi?
Oh yes, born and raised in Arish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumours.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What's going on with the containers here?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, yes I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering behind him. 42.
Sure, mister. About what?
Where is everyone?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confident look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrart is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What trouble is this, Titus?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boy stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrart telling him to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Oh. Don't go all bad cop. But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
He looks to you for assistance. Too rowdy, Leo. What kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary? Okay, Leo. Let's hear about this fight you got into. Too rowdy?
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
So you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Evrart is away.
He chuckles. Okay, so he is pretty important then.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Good-hearted chuckle again.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Sit down.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
So ask him about Beaufort. Compliment him, or like really compliment him. I'm pretty sure this place would totally fall apart if you didn't shine the bossman's shoes, Leo. That's sarcastic. So who's Miss Beaufort?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Evrart put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
That's not the gardener, is it? Because she's like their legal counsel.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
Huh. Maybe he has feelings for her.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be
maybe
real
not.
happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Alright.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
Is that the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip too.
The little guy smiles a disarming smile at you. A fixer, okay. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What about the borscht?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
He chuckles merrily.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking? Well, yeah, just giving them food.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Who makes it?
Oh, the Whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Let's accept the task, okay. Let's look into this borscht. Maybe they're putting drugs in it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Yeah, I think you might be lying. We're looking for Evrart.
Oh, you want Mr. Evrart then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighbourhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find him.
Oh, Mr. Evrart is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Alright, thank you.
Bye-bye now.
He returns to his work. Okay. Special borscht. Okay, we can do that when we go back to the Whirling in Rags. Let's go talk to Evrart. This could be an important interaction. I'll just have a look at my gear, see if I want to change anything. Because I don't know what we're going to need. I think authority actually might be quite important in this conversation, so we might want to change this t-shirt. Don't like losing the suggestion though. I like that because it has no minuses. We need this when we want to do the shivers thing later though. Oh no, half light is what we need. Visual calculus instead of what? Logic. Let's pop this back on just so we get a bit of authority back because we might need the authority. So it should be a 5. Oh. Let's heal this up then. Okay, volition's back up. Coffee in these giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. Swordfish. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Hello there.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
So we've met him before, I'm gathering.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
I mean, we have to be open to the possibility that we've killed this guy, right?
A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Say nothing, look him dead in the eye. You in charge of the dock workers? Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree. Say nothing.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank, grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
Good job we got the authority back then.
So,
He begins to speak, albeit very slowly, purposefully leaving a pause after his opener.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Evrart Clare, head of this little operation here.
It's not how I thought he'd sound at all. Mr. Dubois. Okay, Henry Dubois, perhaps?
Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny folding chair opposite to his giant desk. Classic emasculating tactic, right?
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Dubois? I think I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals.
Equals?
Take a seat. I
You're
insist.
You're sat on like a giant throne.
He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
I don't sit, it's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
Turns back to his typewriter.
Damn, that's a nasty play. He's got you, a titan of volition, in a fork. Guess you just have to sit or leave.
I'm tempted to just say it just to try and leave, and then he maybe says, alright, wait. Rather than bend into him. Let's just leave. Oh, damn it. No, that's doing nothing. Guess we have to take a seat then.
Mr. Dubois, I hope time is on your side this time. Please, take a seat.
Let's not insinuate we've lost our memory.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Gives you a sly wink. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debardairs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
Who told you that?
This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again. Isn't that bribery?
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
That's bribery. I'm not taking that. So you know Garth?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for
We're
it.
not taking that, dude. I know we need the cash, but we're in his pocket if we do it. Keep it.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Let's just try and put up a bit of a front. I don't really like it, but I think this egotistical kind of posturing is quite important with someone like this. I'll get it back.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
I mean, we've obviously spoke to this guy previously, right?
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Man, this guy's got so much on us. So much leverage that we just don't know because our memory's gone.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Composure, the chair's killing you. Yeah. Kim?
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
He says as though to himself. We've got to. This is the only thing we can do, right? There's no way this hits.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it.
Let's stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no hurries. Let your mind go to your safe place.
While Evrart is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands on your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Sit upright. This is what composure's suggested, so I'll try it. No, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I don't know how many of these we're going to be able to ask, because he said he's a busy man, but we might be able to ask all of them. Let's ask about the tree first, getting the body down.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder.
Don't accuse like that, Kimmy.
Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I think it more sends a message, so I don't think it necessarily helps the community out. He's going to think that having the body there sends a message to the scabs and the like. Say nothing.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Ethnic looking, right. I want to talk about the hanging. I'm looking into your shady brew. I met Joyce, the company representative. What's in the container outside your office? Guess we can ask him about all of this. Some of this stuff might piss him off, though. Can we talk about the hanging?
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez.
He nods.
I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
See, he wants information on Joyce.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
The lieutenant says with a slow nod.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I think we're about to get sent on some side mission for him. I've opened a few doors in my life. You've heard wrong, Evrart. We're not. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines? Kimmy?
I'm not sure I understand.
He looks
If
to the
you're
union
asking
boss.
us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Keep it cool, baby boy. You can use this. Groove with this. Play along. Let him throw his weight around. And when he throws it too much, and you've got him off guard, that's when you trip him up.
Groove with it. And whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
So can't you do it?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do.
He slams his fists
You look
together.
like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
What kind of a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose. Blabbering weasel, so someone who's snitched in some way, shape or form.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. But you don't even know anything.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Let's accept it. Yeah.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Let's talk to him about Joyce. We met the what's the company called now? What Pines? Something Pines. Why can't I remember? We met Joyce anyway.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
He adjusts a button on his sleeve.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd. What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont? Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Evrart, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her. Why haven't you let her in to see you? Yeah, I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Not too likely, buddy. And what happened to Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
He looks down and sighs. You called him a midget.
Harry! I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
What? Yeah, Joyce said that the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
That was never mentioned to me, buddy.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
This guy's like a concoction of nonsense and misdirection, right?
That much is true. His heart truly is in it. Though you wouldn't think so by looking at him.
Yeah, because there's profit to be gained.
If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Joyce seems to think the union's lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course.
He's suddenly
this isn't
very
a casino,
serious.
Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Why haven't you had a meeting with her?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
It's a fortress. He knows she can't get in here. He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Alright.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
He makes an all-encompassing gesture.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Evrart doesn't mind.
False transparency, right? What about my lost gun?
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
Yes.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that.
He winks
It's
at
just
you.
a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on. Could he really hold my gun hostage? Wait, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop, if your men factored that in. I'll not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Keep it. Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get it back? Do you really hold it hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Someone bought it from Roy.
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it.
So they've just bought it.
Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Does this mean if I do something for you, I'll get it back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He turns to the lieutenant.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Okay, what's in that container?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. I was attached to the Kvalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
He says with the fondest of smiles.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Okay. You're calling me Mr. Dubois.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Evrart, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's my real name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
He shrugs with an amazed expression.
I think the odds of that are very low.
He looks at you. My memory's fine, I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
He's got so many favours for us.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Evrart over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
His eyes never leave yours.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Oh, we read the shipping folders. Okay. What's my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange.
Harry doesn't quite feel right.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon. Haroldamus? But that's not what the record says. The record says Harry Dubois, a real man's name.
He taps on the folder. The lieutenant covers his face and sighs audibly.
Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry.
No.
I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
Where did you get that?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
Great.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand.
Turns
Please
back
continue,
to you.
Harry.
What kind of a copper does it say I was?
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
I'm sorry?
Yes. You seem to be. A lot of the time. But right now, there's no reason to be. Let loose a little. Be you.
Does it say anything about a family?
Family? Harry, You're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I mean, probably not, but I think I do. I think I'd make a good father.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
Okay, that's a bit better. Come on, 72.
Everart's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
Was that a red check? We rolled a 3. Flipping egg. Everart's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry. He knows everything.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
Harry, I just know the things that matter to our friendship, and I want you to feel free to ask me about those things. Of course, Harry, of course.
Bollocks.
Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
Not sure how I feel about these dice rolls. Oh. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
Say nothing, a man my age. What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities. I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with. Tap your chest. My body's going to break down any moment now. Probably pushed it to the limit. Enough wackiness, let's get back to business. Say nothing.
The big man peers at you over the rims of his glasses for a moment, then interlaces his fingers and rests his chin on his hands.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
I've been told that you're involved in the drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
He perks up.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
So maybe we were just on the take previously.
Taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And
fair enough.
He doesn't care either.
Did we get a re-roll?
Let's hear it, Harry.
No.
Of course, Harry, of course.
See you later, Evrart.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
He reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. Thanks, I was wondering how to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Go to Measurehead on the gates and ask him to go. We can ask for Measurehead for help. Get the keys to the Weasel's door from Manana. I felt like we should have leveled up at some point there. 15 off. Alright. Let's heal this up. Can we go back there? No. Alright, let's go and leave. Interesting interaction. I wish we would have been able to get that information from the folder. It was a pretty decent chance. Well, I don't know. As someone who used to play poker to earn money, it's really not that good of a chance. But it was a decent chance. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Ooh. Falm Ultra Series gloves. Okay. So we'll be able to put a real boost on our half-life once we level up. Right? Because we'll have the pants. And we'll have the gloves. I do like the interfacing boost, but we'll do that when we talk to the racist dude. Is it possible to open this container now? Said we need to talk to it, right?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Impossible. We need really high rhetoric for that. Is it a white check, though? It's a white check, so let's just give it a shot. We're not going to come back until we've leveled up our rhetoric, so...
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because... Why? Yeah, why?
Why are you what?
Never
Are you
mind.
satisfied, detective?
No, I'm not. Alright. We've got time to just quickly talk to Measurehead. So we'll do that before we end any of the episode. Wild Pines, there you go, I couldn't remember that for some reason. No. Oh no, we can't get back up there. Oh, there's money there. We've nearly got enough to pay off. I'm not taking a bribe. I know we're kind of in his pocket already anyway, because he knows where our gun is. We're doing favours for him, so I guess taking the check wouldn't have mattered. But it's a novelty-sized check, so it's meant to show everyone that we've taken it from him, right? That's the point, right? Declaratively shows that we're in his pocket. Excuse me. All right, Measurehead. Could try and walk past him, right?
Your body continues to betray your degeneracy.
All right.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Oh, wait, what? I thought we needed to speak to Measurehead. Yeah, I'm with the police.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he was smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kimmy?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
You're right, I've got a drinking problem. I need your help.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them. I'm the police and I need you to comply now. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me to do my job, please. Alright, authority. I hate listening to authority, but let's do it.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft.
Dude,
You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
can you just take the body down from the tree?
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
I don't know what to say to this guy. We shouldn't appear meek, so... Come on, dude, it's a serious situation.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
This is just as frustrating as reading that communist magazine.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Jesus. I don't want to ask him any of this. Evrart told you to help.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Thank you.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
Yes.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on
Oh.
the beach. That someone needs to be you.
He turns to the lieutenant.
Both of you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Lieutenant?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend.
Shut
He
up.
is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
I'd rather go and talk to Kuno. Fine.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Alright, bugger off. Jesus. Don't fall down the stairs, Measurehead. Glue his mouth shut or something.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
We're just trying to stop things falling apart.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
Okay, gotcha.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
Yeah, me too. He might be taking some substantial evidence away.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrat's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Let's not say this. It's none of your business, big man.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Are they gonna have a punch up here? No. Alright, good job, Measurehead.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Yeah, there's been no side choosing. We did what we had to.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
I'd have a shot at this, but I don't want to talk to him anymore. Can I not walk past? Alright, I'll never want to speak to him again. Alright guys, I'm going to end the episode there. So, important episode. We spoke to Evrart. Got the body down with the help of Measurehead. We pissed off the suspicious scab leader guy. We've got a side quest from Evrart. We spoke to his right-hand man, the Scottish fellow with the moustache. Brought the container down. We've got some gloves that will help us out talking to the racist lorry driver. So we need a bit more, which I imagine we'll get from getting the body down. Then we can go and talk to Joyce once we figure out who's running the drug trade. So learnt lots of stuff, piecing it together a bit better. Mid-afternoon. We'll pick it up from here next time. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Please leave me a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Just remember, everybody, never trust an on-crate. I'll see you back in Revachol.